And while we're waiting a couple more minutes on him, let's see. Last week you had climbed up the staircase, overlooked the valley. And you defeated a faceless flesh golem in this area. And the only part of this complex that you haven't explored is the stretching way, which is a mountainside path.
I think we know where we're going next.
We're gonna go rapid water rafting?
Sounds like a plan.
Well, if you don't make your climb check, yeah. I didn't get to kill anybody Saturday, so I'm really trying, and Torin just connected.
User joined your channel.
I figured we had this nice waterfall right here. We should use it.
Hello, can you hear me?
How's it
Hey,
going?
how are you?
No.
Must have you guys really low. I can barely hear you. I gotta keep turning up volume.
Better?
He said he's really low, not we're really low.
I thought he couldn't hear us. So.
Ooh, I like the backdrop. Looks nice.
We're definitely
Yes,
not fighting werewolves, so don't worry.
Yes, that's a premonition of things to come in the next adventure. I was getting a little tired of the castle background. Okay, and Torin, when you were logging in, I was doing a recap. Last time, you had climbed the stairs and ended up defeating a faceless goblin, or golem, a goblin.
It's a poor goblin, no face.
I was gonna say, I don't remember any goblins, faceless or otherwise.
I'll throw one or two in this session for you guys. And to the north, you see the trail going along the lake, river, whatever river, and that's the only way that you have explored yet.
Well, I wonder which way we're gonna go.
You are still damaged, sword. You'd like to take care of that. If not, that's fine too.
To the hole.
Anyone got any heals for me?
How bad are you? I'm sorry.
Decently bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll hear that. Or 9.
And wow, Villager, you really want to play tonight. You're on the combat tracker twice.
Am I? Wait.
Yeah,
How did I do that?
I have no idea.
Well, he can't do that. It was our
Oh, okay.
illustrious leader that did it.
Nah, I didn't.
We've
do it,
Now
man.
you've completely erased. Oh, there. I was like,
We've-
now you completely erased me.
we've decided to clone you.
I'd make a good clone.
Okay, what the hell?
My hit points were 1 off. Anyone else have any healing? I need 8 more.
I can do it again.
I can do it if you want. How many
Uh,
times do you have your lay on hand or whatever you're using?
9 a day.
Okay. You go ahead.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll be down to 5 after this. That's fine.
You should have your full. We had to, didn't. Oh no, we rested before the golem. That's right, we leveled up.
Oh,
that
I'm just
session.
rolling lower and lower. Okay, you're gonna be short a few points.
okay, this path is called the Stretching Way. It's an exposed, winding, narrow pathway that climbs the bare rock face. And down the path a little bit, see a set of 4 interconnected towers. And that is your object. And while you all are on the path, can I get each one of you to make a climb check?
Well, I see something I have to climb.
The path. The path is winding and steep, I'm assuming. Someone tie a rope to
Yes.
me.
And it has no handholds or railings.
Hold on, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not missing an item.
Tie a rope to me. I don't want to go swimming.
I'm equally as good at that. Okay, I am not missing anything. All right, let's go make my crappy roll.
Would you all like to stuff together for safety or hold hands or anything along that?
I'm gonna
I got
crawl
rope.
along the path.
Darius, I would really suggest you rolled a -1.
Nice.
I'll just take 10 the whole way.
That'll work. I'll let you all.
I don't know. Taking 10 still leaves me with an 8. Usually DC is 10.
Yeah, I can't take 10.
Well, get good.
I'll wait until Lonely Sword's halfway up and then start chucking bombs at his feet.
I failed to see how
Okay.
that's any different from normal.
Ooh, you got a point there.
I didn't hit anyone last session.
That doesn't mean you didn't try.
And I'm gonna let you all make it over there. So I don't have to have anyone punch 200 feet to their deaths. I want to kill you. I want to do it fairly. And guys, I apologize about this map and the next one that's coming at you. They looked really good until Fantasy Grounds put the grid on them. And since these were just first circular towers, I didn't bother to mask them out. Okay, coming into view, you see the 4 interconnecting towers. The building stands 200 feet above the falls. And,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can you hear
yes.
us?
Yes.
I'm guessing
Can you
that's
hear
a
us?
no.
Hello?
Let's try it that way. We'll give him a minute to adjust his speakers.
There, now I can hear you again. What the heck happened?
Hi, welcome back.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? I understand a little silence, but after a while I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Well, I thought you were talking about in game when you typed it's really quiet.
Well, that's what I realized after a while. I'm like, wait a minute, I really am not hearing anything.
I thought you were trying to warn us. I'm like, oh yeah, it's quiet on the slope. No one's attacking us.
Sorry, no.
Ah, son of a bitch. Sorry, guys, I just crashed.
Are we all getting booted? Is that what that means?
3826, and it should reconnect you all here in just a second. Guys, you might have to exit and reconnect manually. Now I'm curious, can anybody hear me?
I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear
Saying
you.
could not
Okay.
connect though.
It's not letting you connect?
I'm
No.
getting an error. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got an
No, I'm
error
getting
my
the same.
first time too.
Let me re-exit and reopen it. Yes, my internet's still working. Okay, let's try it again. Vittager got in. Now I gotta reopen all these damn windows.
I know, and I just had the map resized to the perfect width for my screen.
You with us, Buck?
Nope.
Did this path go down a lot? Are we below the water line?
No, but you're fixing to be in some water. And there's the map again. Buck. Maybe.
We're 7 now, right?
Correct,
Yes.
I believe.
Okay, after you climb the stretching way, you come upon to these 4 interconnected towers, and standing at the entrance, there's a small stairwell that sends 10 feet to a recessed iron door. And there's about 3.5 foot of water at the bottom for the door.
It's a lot of water.
And
So this blue stuff is waterways?
yes, this entire level has 3 foot of water in it.
Even the brown area?
The
Well,
brown
not the
area is
brown
probably
area.
solid rock.
Yeah, it's the ground. The inside of the bottom level of the tower is indeed flooded.
Oh, okay. We're in the brown area, so I thought it was walkable.
Yeah, I couldn't fit all of you in the path. uh, Torin, from what you can see, yes, it looks, fairly clean. Let's see. It's seeping out the door.
Do I hear anything?
No, you do not, other than the sound of a little bit of water, and it's just kind of pooling up. There's not any current where you're at. And Lonely Sword, I love these descriptions. Uh, the door is starting to rust.
Wait, is this door closed? The one in front of me?
Yes, it is closed.
Can we even see the water yet then?
Yes, you can see. You got to descend down the stairs. It comes out onto a small landing where you can open the door, and there is water seeping out from underneath the door, pooling there.
Anyone got a kayak?
No, that's not something I packed.
Well, I thought the door was open, so I didn't. I
I
wasn't
got
doing.
some
So I'll
torches
check
you
the
could
door.
wrap together.
Uh, and you're not seeing any trap or detecting magic, and it appears to be unlocked. And the door does open inwards into the building.
We'll open the door.
I need you to make a strength.
Why does it gotta be
To
strength?
Why indeed?
yeah.
Hey, I got all day. I got all. Just tell me when I'm done.
Even if you crit, you can't open it yourself.
All right, I'll help.
I'll try.
An
I'll get
assist
in
or-
there.
Apparently,
maybe
me is
I
over
won't
a
help.
20, so.
And you know what? I'll take everyone's best and say that you opened, and it's the water. It's the pressure of the water behind it. And
I
as
thought you said
you
there was water
open
on
it,
this side.
well, there is water on this side. But, hey, I'm just following the rules.
There's just more water on the other side.
uh, yes, and you know this has not been flooded that long, but they're telling the door is rusted shut. It can't
Yeah,
be.
maybe it's salt water.
It could just be rusted because it's an old ass door.
Um, as you manage to open the door, you see that it opens into this corridor, and directly ahead of you is a staircase. It looked like at one point it went up. Or, it has been collapsed, and there's some 20 feet of broken rock that's now blocking the stairwell. But you are not seeing any obvious threats, and all you hear is just the sound of water. What would you all like to do?
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
You might catch something in this water.
Yeah, I'm guessing
I
it's
look
not
around
a
and
fish
go,
either.
you know, it really seems like the peasants burning this down seem less and less likely.
You know, that is an
This-
excellent point. I say we turn back now. I think they're fine.
I think we cleared the way for them is really the way I'm looking at it.
We
I'm gonna
might have
step in there.
suffered other
Come on,
invaders,
fish.
though.
okay.
Great sword
You
drawn.
are 3 feet in water, and you know it's a little cold. It is a river, and would you like to go right or left?
Does there seem to be a current in this area?
It's not a strong current, but you can see the water is moving around.
Otherwise, I was gonna say we come from the direct or go to the direction that the water's coming from. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
So is this a whole map supposed to be revealed like this?
For this set of towers, I just did it.
Let's go right.
Uh,
Yay.
There's no secret doors. There are two traps, which you all probably figured out. Hey,
instinct,
Lonely
Lonely
Sword.
Sword. Good instinct.
As you're walking the water, you can feel a sudden drop off.
So there's a drop off in front of me?
Yes, there is a drop off in front of you.
Go on, don't be chicken. Take the plunge.
And Lonely Sword, you managed to find that little corner that allows you to walk past without going down into the drop off. Uh, However, you are aware of some motion coming from within the water, and it appears to be coming up to the surface.
Incoming! There's also the part where it's a quadruped, and they tend to not be very tall.
Yeah, there is that too. I was thinking that, but
And let's see. Um, okay, you see swimming up out of the depths of this drop. There are four drowned guards. And please roll for initiative.
I'm gonna go, ah! Darius, bomb them!
Darius, you're up.
I'll throw my bomb at the one that's closest to Lonely Sword. No, I'll throw straight ahead at Drown Guard 4. I assume that they are undead.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. And from the looks of it, they look to be, like hired guards
Who
at one
drowned?
point in time. Yes, they did. And you killed the dead guard.
And I will roll the save for the other three.
And let's see, one of them saved, the other two failed.
So the one that, yeah, save takes only 4.
And that's number 2.
Isn't your minimum damage 14?
My minimum damage on... I have to look. Yeah, I actually need to make 2 of those because my minimum damage depends on my target.
Yeah, because you did 4d8 plus 10, which would be 14 is the minimum.
Yeah. The 8 is based on if I'm throwing at anything but undead and constructs.
So they took 14 and 7. Okay, Lonely Sword, you see this undead guard coming out of the water.
Mm-hmm. Make a save, guys.
You succeeded.
Well, that one's blinded. And then they all take 12.
Ay. Burst of radiance, that explains it.
Yep, that's why I called it for the bomb. I figured with the bomb and the burst that we kill them all.
Okay, I can see how this game's go. Saturday, my only goal was to kill as many of them as I could. And I had one creature that I had the opportunity to take them all out with. And the first guy critted me. Had he not, I would have killed everyone in the group.
Well, you should have given your monster like 100 initiative.
No kidding. And keep that in mind. Okay, you managed to rapidly dispatch the dead guys. And you come upon a set of temple doors and we'll back up the description on the doors.
I rolled a perception on them. So I'm listening, detect magic, and checking the doors for traps.
You're not finding any magic traps or noise coming from the doors. However, all these double doors are bound in iron and they are barred from your side.
So whatever was in there, they didn't want it getting out.
Absolutely. And
Do we hear any
after
noises or anything from the other side?
no, you're not hearing any noise coming from the other side.
I'm gonna carefully hold the wall as I go around the hole.
And after a couple minutes, you're able to remove the iron bindings and unbar the door. And other than that, the door is really not locked.
Open.
Okay. The circular chamber, except for the water. Looking up are the 2 doors sitting high up walls to the north and the west. And you can also see remnants of an iron catwalk that has knocked down. and you can see a little bit of it sticking up through the water.
So sorry, does the catwalk lead up? Would we be able to climb it to?
Uh, as you look up, you can see halfway up the tower, you can see a door built into it, and actually there's two doors. 20 feet up, get on the right map here. Damn it. You got a door there, and you got a door there 20 feet up, and judging by the damage and just leftover hardware, looks like the catwalk once did these two doors.
Okay, but
as
it's
far
no longer connected. It's plunged into the room.
it is plunged into the room,
Okay.
and you can see another set of double doors in front of you.
So wait, did it look like this was built down into the water, or this flooded post-construction?
This is flooded post-construction.
But it had a pit. Okay. I guess. All right.
Originally, the square that you just walked through was a pit trap.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So, you know, you can see just a little bit of current in the water.
Well, let's start taking the catwalk across.
There is no. The catwalk has fallen, isn't that?
Yes, the catwalk is fallen.
Oh, it's fall. I thought you just meant that it was like.
I think it's just kind of like half floating, submerged in the water, right?
Yes, it's just up out of the water.
I'm still gonna walk across the catwalk. Well, you're not gonna
Can
fall into a 5-foot hole if you're walking across the catwalk that stretches the whole place.
That's true.
can you see the floor through the water, or is it murky enough where you cannot?
It's murky enough. Yeah,
I
you're
am
not
going
able to see the bottom.
I'm going to touch my armor and cast daylight.
Okay, you are shining like a beacon.
And then I will raise my arms up into the sky and yell, "Praise the sun."
I think he's gone crazy.
Yeah, but when I did that, I turned on like a light bulb. So I don't think it's too crazy. Alright, I'll start walking forward.
Okay, you're slowly making your way forward. By the way, all the water does count as difficult terrain.
Yeah,
And
I'd like to
Lonely
proceed
Sword. Okay, you want to catch up them?
Yeah, I'll catch up with them or whatever. But
Checking this door.
Okay, it is the same kind of door, but it's sealed from yeah, it's the same type of door. It's sealed in irons and so forth. Can I get you all to make a perception check?
You need another one from me, or that one good?
Yeah, that's good enough. Cannot type tonight.
Well, we gotta change the color of the dice again. They ain't rolling for shit.
And all of you notice movement of water direct ahead of Torin.
Great.
And would you like to roll for initiative? And coming up out of the water, you can see this creature.
Isn't that the snake from Resident Evil 1?
Yay! Run away!
Run away! And I'll give you a token now that he is up there. Maybe. What is up with my tokens tonight?
I'm sure he's strongly attracted to the human light bulb, correct?
I'm sure it's like a
hard.
moth.
It's hard to miss him. And Darius, you're the first to see this creature appear through the water.
All right, I will sort of slug my way through the water, and I will call out a warning to them. Oh my god, snake, snake.
Big snake.
And I will chuck a bomb at it.
I'm kind of happy it's close to me, so I don't have to try to run through the water.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna have to go 5-foot step back, I do believe. And then we're going to unleash some fury.
That was some fury.
Darius, you might have a point blank shot on you too many times.
Oh, did it not automatically come off? Okay. It's only supposed to last a single round, and I'm supposed to drop off automatically.
When it goes back to you, it'll delete it, but you've applied it twice.
I think she put it on from the last fight, but it never got back to her turn.
Probably.
Slime
this guy.
infected basilisk.
I'm wondering if he's even going to make it to his initiative.
I'd like to hope not.
Right?
Let's see if I can help that.
And do you really have resist cold?
Yeah. I
Cool.
take it each level as my chosen
Favorite class bonus.
favorite class bonus.
Cool.
All right, and so yeah, he's right there, so I don't have to move. But I will to try to help Lonely Sword.
You'll provoke if you move.
5-foot step. Oh, 'cause
Difficult
it's-
terrain.
Never mind. So not moving. And also probably not hitting.
No, you are not.
Okay.
Leaving Lonely Sword to pick up the pieces.
Like always. Forever out my favor. And cut in half.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
And the DM
slime
now says, "Do you see? There's 3 more coming out of the water on the other side."
Or, you know, they both suddenly grow into, we cut them in half and they both become separate, independent
Oh
baskets.
yeah, there you go.
Only Sword cuts the snake in half, and both halves sink into the water, and you're back at dealing with the door now.
Damn snakes in a tower.
No kidding. Okay, you managed to remove the iron and so forth, bolting this door shut, and it opens up into a little hallway where you have another set of these doors. And on this set of doors, you are not detecting magic, traps, or any kind of noise coming from the other side other than sounds associated with water. So, who wants to enter the room first?
I get next to the doorway.
Well, I have to go in and open the next doors, right? So
Yeah.
I'll go in and check out the next doors.
It's the same. You're not seeing or hearing anything. No magic, no traps.
Open the doors.
Okay. This room seems bare except for the dark water, and you can see very little bit of evidence 20 feet up. You know, there was yet another catwalk, and you see the
I'm going to detect magic inside this room.
20 feet above you. You have a door, and then there's a door in the west wall 20 feet up again. But you can see just a little evidence that used to be an iron catwalk. And you're doing what, Lonely Sword?
I'm doing detect magic on this room.
You are not detecting magic.
Is that door still intact 20 feet or so up the wall?
Yes. Those doors are shut and are intact.
Something tells me we're gonna have to figure out a way to get up there.
Also, doors here are not the same type of doors as the last one. These are made of stone, as well as the two up above you.
So where was the catwalk going to? Is there only one set of doors on the west side, or is there something on the east?
There's a set of doors directly lonely sword, well, 5 feet in the room. You've got the door left, and then there's one right to the south.
Well, I'll take a walk around this room to see if there's anything to kill. As eliminating undead is one of my duties.
You want to do a perception check while you're walking around? And you don't see anything in the water, but something catches your eye at the top of the tower, and you can see this black blob is kind of sticking itself up on the ceiling, and it's just this quivering mound of midnight sludge, and it glistens darkly. And let's roll for initiative. Okay. Paris, once again, you see this big black sludge up on the ceiling, and you can see that it is moving.
I will point it out. And yeah, I will hurl a blob at it. Could you take one of the point blank shots off of me? I didn't get to my turn.
Yeah,
please.
sure can.
I'm assuming that it's not undead.
Correct.
So I loft the bomb at the ceiling.
That is a big ass sludge.
Okay, Torin.
Sorry. Is it still up above, or?
Currently, it is up above you. It is attached itself to the ceiling 40 feet up.
Well, let's see. Let's see what a couple arrows do to it.
You make this fall on me.
That'd be
Do it.
How did you know?
Wow,
Of
3
course,
hits, really?
Torin might be the one that makes it fall on you.
Is there a way to do the multiple damage at once, or do I gotta do it one at a time?
One at a time. Yeah, sludges usually have an AC of like 8.
And that's my turn. There was a couple of sickening thud sounds, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. And as your arrows go in it, you can hear a kind of a hissing sound, like when you pour acid on metal.
Okay, alright, if I step up, can I ready an action if it falls to attack it?
Uh, yes, you sure can.
Alright, that's what I'm doing.
I love it. Okay, Villager, it kind of lets go of the ceiling and falls into the water, which would trigger your attack.
Alright.
It didn't move down and over 1 square each?
Why couldn't it move over to the left?
And down 1. They can get both of us.
Alright, that's kind of true.
Yeah, remember that before you open your mouth. I'm not going down alone.
I didn't connect to it. Did 29 get him?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Hitting the sludge is easier than hitting an actual wall.
Yeah,
That, but not enough.
it's got a whopping AC of 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Now is when the
see.
hurting starts.
You hit it with your great sword.
Good job,
And-
Villager. You split it.
Yeah, I didn't want that thing anyway.
Let's see.
You know what knowledges I have for this? Yet none.
Yes, slashing and piercing weapons deal no damage. However, you did manage to split it into 2 pieces.
Alright, this just turned into creep show.
Although both pieces are smaller. And you notice how I put that one closer to Lonely Sword?
Just you can actually like go in and just change their border size too if they're actually getting smaller. Change their space and reach or whatever.
Did not know that.
I don't know if a
Thanks.
part of a ready to action I can yell out, what just happened?
Yeah, that would be a free action. I do allow panic, and let's see.
Did I catch that you
Two.
mentioned that piercing does no damage?
Hmm.
I'm guessing a perception check determined that maybe.
I hope you have bludgeoning arrows.
Yeah, slicing and piercing Still no damage, so your bow technically wouldn't have damaged it.
Does that change because it's magic though? I'm
That was going to be
assuming
my
that
next question,
I'm
actually.
assuming that the system took his damage and applied it just because it has the magic damage mod on it too. I don't know that it would matter.
Yeah, because, well, technically it's typed as just immune to precision, so. And let's see, that one would have 0 hit points, and. Okay, so it would not have taken Villager's damage. Okay, yes, it effectively splits into two, and one of them's gonna try to slam into Lonely Sword, which, yeah, it tripped over its own feet. And Lonely Sword, you are up.
So what squares are these two in now? One of them's in 4 and one of them's in 2.
Yeah, that would be the next size down. There you go.
So they're both large right now, are they?
Yes. Instead of humongous.
Okay. Well, I'll cut this guy in half.
More work for the DM.
Hey, I didn't choose this monster to be here.
Technically, the GM probably didn't either.
Nope. That one's...
And then I will activate my blessing. I have freedom of movement for 1 turn. You guys got this.
Worst ally.
And we'll skip Bajira unless you want to bring her in.
Nope, you're good.
And he comes down, number 3.
I don't know if
Gonna...
it matters, but shouldn't those two be medium or something now if he split a large in half? Maybe you did that already. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I shrunk the icons enough. Okay, number 3 is gonna try to slam into Vidiger. And he misses.
Good, good.
And Darius, you know, I just shut the door.
Thanks.
Um, okay. I am going to send my tumor familiar over to crawl on to Vidiger, and it is going to cast Fly on him.
How tall is your tumor?
It wouldn't be very tall at all.
Probably about a foot and a half.
I can just see this trail of water, and all of a sudden something's crawling up Vidiger.
Oh my god, get it off me. So only after I cast Fly on Vidiger will I slam the door shut.
Okay, Vidiger's got the tumor.
Wait, I have the tumor and I have a fly spell. And I
Yeah.
have a closed door.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this tactic when the door's open at some point.
Well, you should at least be. Were there any doors up above?
Yes, I also go explore the top of the towers by myself. Okay.
Yeah,
Again,
there-
we'll discuss this later.
I think I'm missing something here. Was none of our damage doing anything effectively?
Only mine, apparently.
yeah, it was just splitting them in half.
But that's fine,
did
because then it makes it
we
easier
determine
to
that
hit them with the bomb and kill them all.
We determined that the piercing, even though magical, did not damage. I never did understand what we came up with.
Honestly, I just kept the damage. Because, you know, it's an ooze. Y'all really can't do a lot.
Okay. Well, I don't like
But-
leaving a guy alone in there.
You could split them some more.
Well, I could tell Darius to let me in there and close the door after me.
You wouldn't even have to. Well. Yeah, again.
Don't do that.
Like Lonely Sword said, if we split them down enough and we can gather them together, I can toss a bomb and kill them all. It's just that right now they're too spread out for me to get.
Okay. So you're all wanting me to hold pattern, right? Just kind of stand pat, stay put, don't go in there.
I think you should do whatever you. I mean, I'm sure Vidiger would appreciate some more extra help.
Alright,
Just
I'm
he
gonna
can
head
at
to
least
work.
get out of the way.
There's not much I can do with this, and I need to go. I'll be back on in a bit.
Yeah, no problem.
User disconnected from your channel.
Let's see. You actually shut both doors, so I'd have to open a door.
Actually, I wouldn't have been able to shut both doors. I'm only shut the one in front of me. So if they're
Okay.
both open, the one in front of you should still be open.
Okay. I'll go in while I'm moving. I can't believe I'm going to drop my bow. Oh, dear Lord. Drop my bow and draw my mace. and walk in. Try to get to Villager. You said this is difficult terrain, so that's got to reduce the movement, but I haven't been able to find how much.
Wait a second.
Half.
Someone, we know that it's the slashing and the piercing?
Well, actually,
Some-
that's a good point. What was the knowledge check?
That is
we
a very good point, actually. I'm sorry.
No, because I have a Warhammer too, so I was like, if we know, I want to know.
Get what's the knowledge are? I'm trying to think of what sludges would be.
Dungeoneering.
Probably. Yeah,
Okay,
dungeoneering.
yeah. None of us had dungeoneering, so no, we don't know.
Oh, okay.
I got
That's all I wanted to be
dungeoneering.
aware
Hang
of.
on.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's right. You weren't here last week when this came up.
Who does? Torian?
Yeah.
Yes, you do know that it is slashing and piercing.
Resistant.
You know that it is truly a black pudding. And it is acidic, to say the least. If it hits you, you need to make a reflex save, and if you fail the reflex save, metal or wooden weapons take damage, and if it remains in contact with it for one full round, it inflicts a lot of acid damage. You know that it can create a powerful suction against any surface as it climbs, allowing it to cling to upside down. It is a swift action, and as a result of the suction, it gets a +10 circumstance bonus against bull rush, awesome blows, and other attacks that attempt to physically move it from its location.
Alright, we're going to take a break till Vok gets back. We usually do. I just want to check because I was put my daughter to bed, so I'm going to take a break anyway.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's take 5 or 10, then we'll pick up.
Sounds good.